What's going down? So, I got home, I don't know, a little while ago. My wife had surgery this morning. We made it to town like at 6:30. She had endometriosis and she got her tubes tied. So it's kind of bittersweet, you know. I'm happy that she got her endometriosis, situation helped out. But I am kind of bummed that we will not be having any more kids. But 6 is a good number, and I'm happy for the next chapter. So while I was, in the waiting room and waiting for the wife and all that, that's probably loud. Sorry, guys. Everybody, Janelle, what's up? Hey, UFO, let's chit chat and people will know what we were talking about right now. So me and UFO Hunter were going back and forth with email talking about Janelle and on how she wanted to check out. And yo, Eddie, what's up? What's up, Matt? And so in the fit report, page 59, picture number 6, we were trying to debate if you could see Paddock's foot underneath the bipod. Well, he goes, go take a look and see what's there, or whatever. I know something's different. And to me, it looks like Paddock's body is, hey, what's up? It looks like Paddock's body's on his side at that point. But everything in that room was tampered with. So he goes, go back and look and see. And so I said, go back and look and see what else you see. Well, I said, I see the roll of green tape underneath the chair. Well, in some pictures they showed on the counter and everything. Yeah, no, they moved him because it's not all the same. One picture, the leaked pictures, they show the gun right over his foot, So that other picture of the fit report, page 59, picture 6, you don't see it like that. But the green tape is also underneath the chair. It was on the counter. It was by the note. So why is everything that crime scene was so tampered with? You know what, guys? Let's do this. Another thing too. If Paddock was shooting through that door, there's 34 in the piece of the door in the fit report. It shows what, like 34 bullet holes, and then there's some stragglers on the other double door, to go out to the hallway. So why would Paddock, if it was Paddock shooting, why would he be shooting at the cameras at his cart? Why would he want to jeopardize his line of sight or his vision of the hallway? You wouldn't want to do that, right? So that's totally whack. I think something else is going on there, and I'm working on that. But let's just put it this way. All the warrants, and people's accounts of when they went in that room are all different. When there's such a big lie going on, nobody can remember the lie. You can remember the truth because that's what really happened, and that's what's stuck in your head. But not everybody can remember a lie. So one warrant said they engaged him, and or one warrant says that they witnessed him put the gun to his mouth to commit suicide. One of them, he bum rushed the SWAT team, and the SWAT guy got shot in the leg, and there was a scuffle, and that's why there was bruises on his legs. And so what's the real truth there? Nobody had the same recollection of what happened when they went in that room for the warrants, So Campos is a big liar. Shuck was non-existent. He was thrown in there. It is, I agree. It's not this was a big, this is bigger than all you guys think. So, hi, Julie. So this is all bigger than you guys think. This thing is so... If it was the biggest crime scene, this big old thing, they would have taken their time and done everything right. Stuff wouldn't be used. I mean, the people that were moving stuff had their water bottles on the food cart, guys. Pictures with no water bottles on the food cart, pictures with water bottles. More water was missing out of them, less water, you know what I mean? So all that was messed up. And why not put bags like over Paddock's hands to check, you know, so they don't lose evidence and stuff like that? I mean, did he ever get checked for gunshot or gunpowder residue? I mean, he had gloves on, but you could still check the gloves, right? Did they go that far? Did they pull his famous brownish sweatshirt off and check it? Why? Yeah, another thing too. Why reload with so many guns? You don't even need to reload. Why have so much time in between shooting if that's what was... If you know what, guys? I'm going to try to do... It's going to cost me quite a bit. Maybe you guys could help out with this. I'll shoot 1,100 rounds straight. You know, I'll shoot, reload, shoot, reload. That's going to cost me like $750, $800, depending on what ammo I get. But good point. Yeah, no 308 there had a bump stock. But and see what your arm would look like after shooting 1,100 rounds. It would, especially with the bump stock, your arm would be hamburger for one person to do it. And in the autopsy and all that stuff, they never talk about bruising of his shoulder. I mean, I can go shoot a box of shotgun, you know, like 20 shell, 25 rounds of a shotgun, and then my shoulder's red and bruised the next day. And I'm a big guy. You know, Paddock, they said Paddock, you know, whoever Paddock may be, it was a big dude, 6'3" or whatever, 6'4". So even still, you're gonna be that's another thing I said. I brought it before, Julie, were prints pulled off of the silverware and the plates and stuff? Was DNA taken off of anything in that room? Was his toothbrush in there? Was there a toothbrush in 134? There's so much shit that hasn't even been checked out, and it's all a big old, lone wolf. Well, it can't be a lone wolf when it takes so many people to set things up. So, yes, gunpowder residue on his hands, or even his gloves, whatever, on him, period. Because I showed you guys of just shooting like 30-some rounds in my old house down there, and that room was smoky, and there would be gunpowder residue all over me. So, why not check that stuff? Was there gunpowder residue on the chair? Was there gunpowder residue on the carpet? All this needs to be looked at. What gloves there unaccounted for? Well, they showed him getting, you know, going in the elevator with gloves and setting them on his luggage. Then there was another pair of gloves in the room. And, so, I don't know what we're talking about there. Yes, they were missing at the autopsy. Yes, okay, now I know what you guys are talking about. Yes. So, but usually if you go look at other crimes and stuff, they put bags over their hands to preserve evidence. And all this is just a miss. It's so big, guys. It's so... Why some people can't fathom the idea is because it's unfathomable how crazy it is. It's just so big, guys, so big. There's so many people involved, and like Eddie was saying, he sent me a message last night or today, pictures. And other people I've heard from there too, if there was only one shooter, why was so much going on the next day of all this crazy SWAT everywhere and everything? Because they were still looking. They knew it was more than one. So... it's a big deal, guys. It's big, and they're not doing it right. And there's still stuff that we're gonna find that they did wrong, because they can't cover. They just keep covering a lie and a lie and a lie. Why not release the 911 calls? Because it doesn't go with their narrative. Why not release the body cameras? Well, because that would show the truth, right? And yeah, see, Eddie, right there. There's so much to look at, guys, and I'm working on this very hard. And what you see with me is what you get. I'm me, and that's all I can be. There's so many people trying to attack other channels, like the little channels, and we need to work together, guys. Not if we put all of that energy into focusing on what happened, we could be way ahead. And I've been trying to work with everybody, and let's just get to the truth. I'm not looking to be right. I'm looking to be truthful, you know? Everybody's always worried about being right. Well, it's not about being right. I've made mistakes in this because I'm trying to think, and hey, if it takes me down a road, I'm going to follow facts. And if those facts don't take me nowhere, then guess what? I just found out that that's not what happened. It's not like it was for no reason. It's all work. So I'm looking at everything, every possibility, and if it's not that, then we check that off the list. And if we go to that and it takes us down over here, well, and it got us to this point, but that way ended up not going nowhere, well, then we check that off. So we're doing that little by little, guys, and we all... Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there with those guys, but I'm not going to talk bad about nobody. That's not me. That's not what I do. And I'm just working. You know, my wife lost friends that night, and you know, it's affected all of us. And the way it's affected all of us, I mean, they're trying to take away my rights to be a legal gun owner, you know. So it's affected everybody. Now, in a lot of places, you can't own a bump stock because of this. And all of the rifles there that they showed are rifles that they're trying to ban, because anytime something like this happens, so let's just throw this guinea pig up in that room with all these guns and make it look like he did it. But the lie is so big that nobody can keep it straight anymore. Lombardo is like, he at the beginning, he was like, man, I can't believe this happened. And then he just went along with it, kind of a deal, because he had to, because if he didn't, then he'd be losing his re-election money from, what's Charlton, what? Yeah, no, I agree. But if Lombardo strays from, you know, what they want him to believe, he's not going to get the re-election money from MGM. And they were doing the crisis things over there on September 30th. And there's been postings that they were looking for people to come up with this scheme that they pulled off on October 1st beforehand. And you know, I'm going to bring this up before I forget. There's 2 sketchy helicopters on flight radar that night. There's one helicopter. I don't think any shooting came from a helicopter. But, you know, one helicopter is like with the group of the sightseeing helicopters. And then it goes straight and goes past. And it goes to the 3rd intersection off the freeway. And where does it go? It disappears. It might have had its transponder off, but guess what? It still went over there. You can still see it on flight radar. Just because it's not numbered doesn't mean anything. That's sketchy to me. Way too south. It wouldn't, you know, talking about bringing people together, I'm just reading this comment. If we all come together, doesn't mean we have to agree with each other. It just means we work together. And I'm going to have my way of thinking. Somebody else is going to have that way. That doesn't mean we knock the other person for thinking that way. It's just that we work through that and work to a common goal. And the common goal is to find the truth. And find out who's behind this. Because it's bigger than we think. But, anyways, not chewing real tobacco really gets to me. I miss it. And I'm down a lot of weight. I'm down like 60 pounds. Maybe more now. Hey guys, let's just admit Hoover is Hoover. You know what I mean? He's got his own way. And he's doing his, and I called him on something the other day, and guess what? He admitted that I helped him get off of that because I had proof. You know, I had evidence, hard facts to show that that's not what happens. So then he changed it. So I give him credit for that. And there was something else I was going to bring up. Like, I left my notes in the house, and I didn't want to be making a bunch of noise. My wife's resting from surgery this morning, but I agree. What's up, not sure? I agree helicopters are not a serious explanation. But there's 2 helicopters that fly weird that night, that have their transponders off, that end up in weird places and disappear. So that's all I'm saying about that. I haven't put any more, I can't put any more facts with that yet because I don't know them yet. And if I do, then I'll let you guys know. I agree. Okay, so I'm not connecting that to the shooting in 135 UFO. All I'm saying is that everybody went to flight radar, and I did very early on, and I mean like the next day, and I was looking at it. Hi! And all I'm saying is that there was 2 sketchy helicopters that night. That's what I'm saying. I don't know any more facts to prove my way or another way. All I'm saying is that there was 2 weird helicopters, and I'm not putting that with the 135 room. The 135 room is so jacked up because everything got moved. It's the worst investigation. I mean, you go look at a crime scene anywhere else, and they got the bullets, every single bullet marked. They would mark the glass. They would mark all the guns, every single gun. They would mark everything. They would preserve it and not move nothing. Why take the front door and go put it in the master bedroom? That makes no sense to me. And the door was together. You would want to preserve the door. You would not want to break the door more. Then it doesn't make sense with the door breach. So, was Hoover the first online to suggest helis? I do not believe so. I believe it was maybe Scott Binsack or Jake Morphonius. But talking about the heli sleep video or path. Okay, guys, let's just put it this way. You guys can see my bullets when I shoot the pin. He had federal ammo. So, it's right there. Well, we don't know if he had federal ammo. That's what the box in the trash was. But I did shooting videos. I'm going to do some more. And I'm going to shoot at different distances and let you guys hear. And we'll do some more testing. But there was no flash suppressors on those guns. So, and everybody's saying, well, some had this and some had that. Well, yeah, why would he need to pack more ammunition? There's just so many unnecessary things. Why they wanted to make it look like it was just World War III up there. The bullets eject, they go out towards the front a little bit. Out the side towards the front. I'll do a video of that, how the bullets come out. And hopefully Monday, I bought a gun the other day. I'm gonna go buy another one on Monday. So yeah, so think where he was at the window. I agree, UFO Hunter. I'm gonna look into all that. But there was so much unnecessary stuff in that room. Why make it more obvious to try to get something done? Why put yourself out there if you're gonna go plan this thing? Why? You don't need to take up all that stuff. Why multiple drills? Was one a cordless? Was one a corded one? What was it? Las Vegas shooting. Send it to my email. Thanks, Pastor Mo. Yeah, why'd he buy flowers? Maybe he was taking the flowers to the hooker. Yeah, and I think he bought a Powerball right before. And if he won the Powerball, he was just going to spend all his money on hookers and cocaine. So, I don't know. So much weird stuff, guys. What's up, white boy? We're going to work through this. I'm a very nice guy. I'll help anything. Do not take my kindness for weakness. And don't cross me. And we'll all be good. Those are, you know, values that I hold dear, that I've been taught. And that's the way life is. But I appreciate all my subs. I love everybody, you know. I'll help anybody out. And I will catch you guys on the next one. And there will be a lot of stuff coming out because I've been hitting it hard the last few days. And now that my wife's down, I'll be helping out more. But I'll have more time to be in the house to... oh, man, what? Mandy? Sushi. Who likes sushi? I like sushi. Kind of weird to believe that a farmer likes sushi, huh? No, just Metalhead, you didn't miss everything, man. I was just talking about all the weird stuff, and me and UFO Hunter were emailing back and forth, and we noticed that on page 59, on the Fit Report, page 59, photo number 6, the green tape looks like it's underneath the chair, but it was on the counter, it was here, it was there. We talked about how everything's been moved around. And how it's just a big old lie on everything. They don't want to release the 911 calls. They don't want to release the body cams. They don't want the truth getting out. That's the whole problem. They can't remember the lies that they told. Every warrant recollection from the officers that went in was different. They've seen him shoot himself and, you know, commit suicide. They rushed a guy. He shot a guy in the leg. All this stuff, but it's all bullshit. Campos is a big liar. Campos knows more than what he's saying. Campos seen the cameras there on the cart. Campos is... We don't even know who the real Campos is. We need the real Jesus Campos to please stand up. But, I'm going to need to buy some more ammo, guys. If you guys can help, it's cost a lot too. So for like 2,000 rounds is like, I just ordered some from Cheaper Than Dirt. I think it's like, came to almost 800 bucks. So if any of you guys want to pitch in for ammo, I'll do any kind of shooting test you want and I'll show you guys, but it all costs money. So if you guys want to go to my PayPal me /Alan Duckworth and help out, that's awesome. I appreciate all of it. And expect more from me, guys. I will be back soon. And I'm going to go check on my wife. She's recovering. She had surgery this morning. So say a prayer for her. Get well soon. And I will see you guys on the next one. Hammer down, guys. I love you guys.